I'm Rakim Cock.
I'm Christopher Baker.
This is Brandon Copeland.
You're watching LockerReport.com.
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 Grind, don't stop.
Grind, don't stop, baby.
Grind, don't stop.
Rakim Cox, Villanova University. Yeah, man, the last 6 months have been, grueling, and exciting as well, but, very motivated. I've just been working really hard. I got a strength coach, got a speed coach, put on about 7-8 pounds. It's been really motivated watching film, just trying to get better. I believe that I'm a totally different player than last year. This veteran combine, it was about 2,000 applicants who signed up for it, and only 100 got the invite. So I'm really blessed, extremely blessed to have been in that 100, because that shows, that they still are looking out there. They know that I still have a little bit of talent. So, I want to get out there and prove it. As I was getting a little bit bigger, I figured I would be a defensive end. I'm 268.5, so I figured, I'd be a defensive end. But during training, I was doing linebacker drills, covering, go down to local schools and stuff like that, try to cover, the guys a lot smaller than me. Just to work on my hips and those linebacker drills, just in case they wanted to move me there. So, if that is the case, I'll do it. I'll lose the weight or wherever they want me to be at for it. But I typically see me and my agent, see myself as a defensive end, at 6'4", 268. But, whatever happens, I'm willing to, make the change. It was exciting, coming out of college, going to the NFL, it's exciting. I was undrafted free agent to the Minnesota Vikings. I was there throughout all of OTAs, and about the first week of camp, came in after practice one day, or before practice one day, they told me they were going to let me go. They had signed another safety. I went back home to San Diego, part of me heartbroken, part of me motivated. So I'm training, I get a call from Miami Dolphins a week later. They bring me out to Miami. So I'm there, for about 2 weeks, and that was another exciting experience, and I learned a lot more, than they had released me. So I went back home. So, 2014 was a rough year, but I think it was a motivating year. It kind of changed me. It made me realize how much harder I need to work, what I didn't know, what I need to know, what I learned from it all. So, definitely gonna put that and apply that, to this year. Well, yeah, when your family and friends see you on TV or something, or, on an interview, they go crazy, you know what I mean? So I appreciate it, you guys are cool, real cool dudes to talk to, I appreciate it. The Super Regional went really well. I think you guys do a great job, showing the highlighted players, and you guys, gave me an opportunity to be, on your video, and I appreciated that a lot.
Chris Baker from East Carolina University. Well, basically, in 2013, I worked my way through the regional combine, got invited to the Super Regional combine, and through last year of the combine, I tore my Achilles. So pretty much out of sight, out of mind. It was a long battle to get back, more like a 12-month injury. Recovery period. Then I had to work out to try to get back to where I was. When I first started that working out, I couldn't do the things I used to do. So it was depressing. I needed a lot of encouragement, but from family and friends and a lot of support. I kept fighting and pursuing my dream. And that's when I got here to the veterans. When I came out, I was kind of like climbing and fighting. I'm kicking at the door, scratching at the door, just trying to get a look, where I possibly can. I can't be invited to anything, try out anything. So when I got hurt, I kind of thought my shot was over, but just prayer and having faith and just believing this is my calling. I just kept fighting, and now I'm here. Well, to be honest with you, when I got back to being myself, I kind of got a depressing moment, because my original plan was to attend a regional combine again, and hopefully get invited to the Super Regional. But this year, they decided to only allow draft eligible players. So at that point, I was kind of at a low. I really didn't know what I was going to do next, if it was going to be CFL, AFL. I even considered IFL, It was a very humbling experience, so because I lost football. So when I heard about the Veterans Combine, at first it was only to guys that had an NFL contract. So I had contacted my agent, and I thought Stephen F. Austin was still over everything. So when he found out it was through Matt Burke, I asked my man, can you, give me Matt Burke's email address? And I typed up the email address and pretty much put my heart in the email and just told Matt, man, look, this is me, I've been working, and a dream deferred is not a dream denied, and just please, if you give me an opportunity, I promise you that I won't embarrass you or myself, because I know I've been working. So that's how I ended up here, just blessed. But to be honest, when I first emailed him, because I was thinking like, man, he not gonna email me back. I thought it was a long shot, to be honest with you, but surprisingly, he emailed me back in like 10 minutes. And this thing, he told me, said, compelling story, and I'll be sure, you know, you keep you in mind. So I never really got a definite answer. That was in December.
Right.
So I took it upon myself. I had made a whole YouTube video, put it together. I included that in my email to him, and every week, Monday morning and Tuesday morning, I was emailing Matt another workout video. Not nothing major, you know, something like 10 seconds, just show him I'm working.
Right.
And I was doing it every week, and then at one point he was like, man, we're gonna select people at the end of February. So I was kind of like, I don't want to worry him too much, but I want to keep me fresh on his mind.
Right.
So I just kept praying and just stayed humble and just hoping I get my chance. So I didn't really get my definite answer until the invite came.
Oh wow, that's awesome, man. So I know you was jumping for joy when that finally happened.
Oh yeah, man. It was just, I was just chilling, and the way I found out, one of my best friends, he saw another guy post his invite on Instagram.
Oh,
so
wow.
he hit me up. He was like, man, what's up, CB? Did you get in? And so I was like, no. I said, I ain't got no email. So I ain't gonna lie, right then and there, my heart started thumping.
Right.
I'm thinking to myself, man. So I stopped for a minute. I checked my email, and it was in there.
Oh man, that's
then
nice.
I screenshotted it, I sent it in the group message, and he was like, man, you just told me you didn't get it. I was like, no, for real, man, you made me check. Like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't check it.
Oh man, that's awesome. Oh,
That's how I found out. So then I went home, my mom was asleep because she worked night shift. I woke her up out of her sleep, mom, I got my invite, told my dad, he was in there, you know, he a truck driver, so he was handling business with his truck. I told him all he could do was smile, so it was just a happy moment for me and my family, because I know they've been fighting and climbing and fighting and pushing with me.
Right.
We all, you know, trying to stay positive, and it was just a good thing.
Right.
Man, honestly, I think there's always room to get better. There's always room to get better as an athlete, as a competitor, as a person. Mentally and physically. I mean, I feel like I did good, but to create a brotherhood with these guys, and listen to my roommate story, to hear other guys' story, I mean, these guys fighting and climbing for their lives just like I am. And it's just an honor to be here and share this moment with these guys, and share this moment with the combine, and just have opportunity, because that's all you can really ask for at the end of the day. You just gotta put your best foot forward. So I'm happy with my work, but I know it's more room to do better, and when I go back home, just right back to the grind. I'm gonna bring hunger, straight hunger and passion, dedication. I mean, I know what it feel like not to have football, and when you don't have football, you realize that it's not a right, it's a privilege, man. And every time you put those pads on, it's a blessing. You gotta thank God. You gotta just cherish that, because when you lose it, it's hard to get it back. When you're out there in that real world, it's not like when you're in college, man, you lose sight of that, you know, because it's first come, first serve. You're always first up when it come to classes, doctor's appointments, study hall, everybody's catering to you. But when you're in that real world, don't nobody care about you playing. You went here, and when you went there, you played for Bama, you won this bowl game, you won this award. You regular person. You gotta climb and fight for everything you get. Nobody's gonna give you nothing. So I learned that being in the real world for 2 years. I learned that from coaching in my high school. I held a job down coaching in my high school. So
that's great.
it was a humbling experience, you know, being on the other side of the game, seeing what coaches put up with from attitudes from youngsters that, you know, at the time, you don't know no better. You know, you just think, oh, this coach don't like me.
Right.
But he really got your best interest at heart. Now, man, everything's just a learning experience, and I'm carrying it all. I'm carrying that with me. I feel like I'm gonna be hungry. I'm cheap. I'm hungry. I mean, I could be a cornerstone. I feel like I'd be a very valuable piece to a franchise and a defense.
Brandon Copeland, University of Pennsylvania. We only did the position drills in the 40 and stuff like that, but you know, for a guy, myself personally, I've been sitting on the street the entire year, for most of the year at least. So, you know, for me to get back and get in front of some scouts and get in front of some teams and, you know, hopefully turn some heads, you know, that's a blessing and an opportunity. So, you know, coming out, I'm from Baltimore, so coming out, I guess that was like the closest an undrafted free agent can get to being a draft pick, is playing for your hometown city, your hometown team, the team you always grew up watching, and having your last name on the jersey and stuff like that. So that was cool. And then just being with Baltimore, a winning organization, especially coming off the Super Bowl, learning from those veterans and those guys, you know, that was just an experience you can't really put a price on, you know. Can't really measure, just because, you know, every single day you're looking at and dealing with Haloti, Terrell Suggs, Dumerville, Webb, you know, Flacco, everybody, you know. So it's just so much knowledge and information, and those guys being such a welcoming organization, you know. they're just willing to teach, you know. So that was just the best thing coming out for a new linebacker, and for a young guy who's always looked up to those guys. And now when they become quote unquote my teammates, and then, you know, also competition during camp, you know, it's good to be in an environment where you can feel comfortable enough to learn and keep growing as a player. So yeah. So after with the Ravens, I went to Tennessee, and then I was with Tennessee at the beginning of this year, and then got released. And you know, just since then, I've just been working on, like you said, myself as a player, leaning out. And in college, I was a defensive end, so you know, the heaviest I was in college was 278. And then the heaviest I was while in NFL was 267, and I'm playing linebacker, inside linebacker at that time. So, you know, it's just been a grind just to get my body right, get my nutrition right. I've worked on my speed, got my speed right, so I can be, you know, a special teams maniac this year. And, you know, like I said, also just once you sit on the street for a while, so to speak, you know, it's just kind of, you get your mindset right. You know, ready to play football. Not that I always wasn't a dog on the field, but, you know, now it's just, you know, I'm a little bit more desperate of a dog, a little bit more hungry of a dog. So, you know, and that's not a dog you want to really mess with. So, you know, so, you know, so I've just been working on myself. You know, I'm 246 now, you know, running as fast as I've ever been, feeling good, and I only plan to keep getting better, stronger. So yeah, basketball, that's the first love. Yeah, so, you know, coming up, since I can remember playing basketball real young at the Y and stuff like that, and then being on Owings Mills rec teams, and then AAU with the Baltimore Stars and everything like that, playing down in Lake Clifton and everything. So, you know, basketball, you know, that was the first love. Now this is, you know, the passion, and this is my job and everything. So, you know, this is the dream right here. But basketball is the funnest sport in the world, you know, but it's also a lot of that athletic ability has, I think, helped me in that explosiveness, and, you know, being able to dunk a basketball easily and stuff like that has helped me with my vertical, my broad jump, my explosiveness, my agility, my reaction, and everything like that. So, you know, hopefully, I mean, I can't play basketball as much as I like to nowadays because, you know, you got that injury risk, but, you know, hopefully, I think that has also helped me over my career through college and everything in high school, just being a more athletic player, more athletic than defensive lineman, and now a more athletic, you know, just football player, linebacker in general. So.